So this is my storyboard I have planned out. So on the day of filming I can film much more smoother and I know exactly what I'm doing. This storyboard consists of all my camera shots, some editing, but obviously I don't have all of these yet because I will probably work that out more after I filmed and in post-production. And I have some music where it's diegetic and the music and sound diegetic and non-diegetic. So yeah, this is my storyboard. So, shot 1. This is going to begin with a montage of short shots done as jump cuts. It's going to have non-diegetic white noise or high synths, which crescendos into a bass. There will be a close-up of the red man in between the other shots, as he represents the protagonist's inner evil self. This montage will begin with a close-up of the man with red lighting. Then it will go on to a bird's eye view of the railway tracks, a close-up of the man with red lighting, a close-up of the watch which will say 5:45 as this is the time of the murder. Then it will go back into the close-up of the man with the red lighting. Then it will go on to a close-up of the fence from the railway station, then the red man, then a long shot of the railway station, and then lastly a close-up of the gun. So I already know these shots are going to be superimposed over each other, as this will create a more dreamlike feel to it and will suggest to the audience this is a vision or a premonition, and it will definitely give hints to what the storyline may be about. Also, this montage sequence will represent the man's premonition, giving clues about the murder scene. Although this may not be obvious at first, it should be clear by the end. Shot 2. This will be a jump cut and it will be a mid shot of the main character who wakes up and sits up in bed. He then looks around the room. There will be a diegetic gasp and a ticking clock, while the white noise, which was previously in the montage, stops abruptly. This shot displays how the montage before was a dream and shows the audience the film's protagonist. Shot 3. This is a mid shot and a pan to the man looking over to his clock. This should give a smoother transition into the next shot. Shot 4 is a close-up of the clock. Again, it's 5:45, which represents the time of the murder. The diegetic ticking will now be louder as it's closer towards the clock. And this shot is important as it's the time of the murder, as I just said before, and will stay significant throughout the film. Shot 5 is a mid-shot of the man through the mirror in his bedroom, turning around and going back to sleep. Shot 6 is a close-up of the man waking up. This shot is used to represent how fed up the protagonist is. It will show his depressed face and how he's tired and how he's sleep deprived, and his expression on his face as it's a close-up will definitely give some facts away about the character and how he has a dull life. In this shot I want it to show how he's feeling down about his rest of the day and that he's got to go up and go to work, and he's feeling all round down, and it shows that. So these next 12 shots are done as an ellipsis to show the audience what the man's everyday life is like, and are done as short jump cuts. The audio is also heightened, which I will tell you throughout them. So starting the ellipsis with a low angle shot of the man making his bed, there will be a diegetic sound of sheets being shook and pillows being plumped. Shot 9 is a mid-shot of the man putting on overalls. The sound is his braces clicking. Shot 10 is a mid-shot of the man eating his breakfast. There will be a diegetic sound of the spoon clicking against his bowl. Shot 11 is a long shot from outside the car window of the man driving to work, and the diegetic sound is the car engine. Shot 12 is a long shot and a pan of the car driving past, and again the diegetic sound will be the car engine and any other cars passing by. The rest of the ellipsis is the man at work. So I've decided that I wanted to do this as a split screen to reveal how long and hard working his day is. Shot 13 and 14, the first split screen. It will begin with a tracking shot, the man carrying his ladders against a brick wall, and the diegetic sound will be footsteps. The other part of the split screen will be a close-up of the man walking up his ladder at work, and again the diegetic sound is his footsteps. The second and final split screen is shot 15 and 16, which is a close-up of the man's feet climbing the ladder, again diegetic footsteps, and a long shot of the man on top of the roof, a diegetic sound of his bucket. Shot 17 is a close-up of the man driving home and smoking, and there will be the diegetic sound of the car engine. The last ellipsis shot will be a close-up of the man turning on his bath taps. Shot 19 is a close-up and bird's eye view of the man's face in the bath, going underwater and blowing bubbles and his eyes closed. Shot 20 is the montage that represents his premonition. It replays and the non-diegetic white noise or high synths, whatever you like to call it, returns. This is showing the development of his premonition, also revealing how it wasn't just a dream before, but is now becoming part of his life and more prominent. That is something life-changing and important that the audience must realise. Shot 22 is the close-up of the man's face looking concerned. He lights up a cigarette, and this shows the effect the premonition is having on him, which is obviously stress or worry or confusion. He's curious, I guess. That will definitely show by this close-up. Shot 23 is a close-up of the man's hand getting out of the bath. Shot 24 is the mid-shot of the man drawing a picture. This picture is of the railway station, showing how it is always on his conscience and he is giving himself clues without even realising. Shot 25 is a low angle over the shoulder shot of the man finishing his drawing and picking up his newspaper. He comes across an article that titles "Railway Closed Due to Murders." This shows the audience how his visions are real and will take place in the future. Shot 26 is a high angle shot of the man realising that his visions may be real. The next 3 shots are done as an ellipsis to represent how he is researching the different crimes over a long period of time, showing his obsession. Shot 27 is a mid-shot of the man on the computer. Shot 28, the same shot, which is a mid-shot of the man circling significant words on the newspaper. Shot 29 is again the same mid-shot of the man flicking through paperwork. Shot 30 is a close-up of the man pinning documents onto a wall. So the next 9 shots are all done as close-ups and display the evidence board the man has been able to come up with to work out the crime scene and murderer motives. This evidence board definitely will reveal a lot about my character, his obsession, his intelligence, and also how he's turning slightly mad over it. It will definitely reveal a lot. So after all these close-ups, there will be a shot, which is number 40, over the shoulder shot of the man looking at the evidence board. This will then swiftly move on to shot number 41, of a pan from the board to the man's face to show how this is turning him mad. Shot 42 is a mid-Dutch tilt of the man standing at the evidence board to show how the situation is turning his life upside down and taking control. This suggests something bad is happening and it is affecting him significantly. The transition between shot 42 and shot 43 will be superimposed, as I feel like this will be a lot smoother, and it will also signify the ellipsis. So shot 43, which is superimposed by number 42, there will be non-diegetic high synths crescendo and will be a bit more upbeat tempo as all the audio has been taken out. So the rest of the film will just be music. The shot is outside the car window and it is a long shot showing that the man is on his way to the crime scene. The shot 44 is a long panning shot of the man walking away from his car towards the railway station. Shot 45 is a long shot of the man walking through the railway station, revealing to the audience he is at the place as his premonitions told him to be. Shot 46 and 47 will be superimposed, as I feel as though this will show how long he's looking around the railway station and how he's investigating it, and it will give a lot of effect to it. Shot 46, which is superimposed by 47, is an arc shot going around the man as though he is inspecting the whole area, and shot 47 is a close-up of the man thinking. Moving on to shot 48 is the man looking into the train carriage window looking at himself. Shot 49 and 50 is a tracking shot of the protagonist walking through the railway and is superimposed by an over-the-shoulder shot. Shot 51 is a long shot of the man walking from inside of the train carriage window. Shot 52 is a tracking over-the-shoulder shot of the man walking. In between these next shots there will be the close-up of the red man with the red lighting. So starting with the red man and a close-up of his face. This will move on to shot 54, which is the main protagonist looking at his watch, revealing the time, which is 5:45. And remember, this is the murder scene time, and each murder which has happened at the railway, everyone has been murdered at 5:45, so you know it's going to go down. And then the hooded man, which is the antagonist, moves into frame. Shot 55 is the close-up of the man's face with the red lighting, as we've seen numerous times before. Shot 56 is an over-the-shoulder shot of the gun being put to the man's head. Shot 57 is the red man with the red lighting. Shot 58 is a close-up of the gun. After the close-up of the gun, there will be a quick jump cut to the long shot of the railway, followed by long shots of trains and long establishing shots of the entire station. Throughout these shots, there is a loud bass that suggests that the man has been shot, as the bass represents the gun sound. Shot 62 is a close-up of the protagonist's hand, showing that he is dead. And finally, shot 63, which is superimposed by the last, which is of the main protagonist's hand, is a mid-shot to a close-up, which is pulled in, of the hooded man revealing his identity. This should be a very shocking moment. It will then fade to black, leaving the audience wanting more. So yes, that is my storyboard. Obviously these camera shots may change on the day as something may come up, or I might have to get more inspiration on the day at the location, and I might have more ideas. I might add more in. So yeah, these are just basically my initial ideas. Nothing is set in place, but hopefully this will make it a lot easier on the day, and obviously the editing will be thoroughly worked out after I've filmed everything. Thank you very much, and until next time.